World War III fears are on the rise. UK ministers now hinting at what Putin's next target will be. Now, again, I always like to look deeper into what the wording means. So, first of all, they're looking at what Putin's next target means. So, they're already talking like Ukraine's fallen, like Ukraine's a done deal, like it's over. If you look what's happening at the moment in the country, the Russians are really pushing hard, and it looks like they're going to do a pincer movement and take quite a bit of ground in the next couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks if the Ukrainians manage to hold out that long. What the articles are about in the newspaper today is basically, there's a lot of politicians and pundits coming out and saying these things. Now, it's very easy to put these into an alarmist category, but I think I did a video on it either here or on our other platform, and I mentioned an article about that Boris Johnson did, and I think he released that on the it was 2 days basically before the Russian invasion in 2022. And Boris Johnson, he outlines very clearly what would happen if Russia invaded. And it's really chilling going back and look. I'll try and link it into this bio. It's really chilling going back and watching what Boris Johnson what he said would happen, and then looking at it now, like over 2 years on, and thinking, wow, you know what? Boris absolutely hit the nail on the head. He said exactly what would happen. And, it has happened. So these articles that are coming out now saying that, if Putin wins in Ukraine, he won't stop there. They kind of have more credibility for those who are paying attention. And I know, a lot of people are not. We're kind of just blasé to it now. It's just background noise, and which is kind of the really chilling thing that we've become normalized to it. Now, this comes with the backdrop again of, hang on, let me find it. Yeah, some Russian, let me get his name. I can't find his name. Hang on. An ex-lieutenant, Yevgeny Buzinski or something. So he's basically been on, he's been on Russian mainstream media, on TV, and he's been saying that, they'll wipe Britain out with nuclear weapons, and, little Britain, it's the end of Britain. And this sort of rhetoric, this both sides ratcheting the tensions up, it's not helpful for anyone who's realistically wanting peace, because both sides are now pointing the finger at the others, and saying, yeah, but you've done this. And guys, let's go back to the original. Let's go back to the original offense. Nobody told Putin to go into Ukraine. There was no reason for him to go into Ukraine, and he wasn't provoked. All right, so let's just get that out in the open. But now it seems like everyone is ratcheting up their rhetoric. There's requests from other European cities to host nuclear weapons. Guys, honestly, I don't know where this is going to end, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be good. Then, as I was driving home, my girlfriend texted me and she said, "Hey, Sean, have you heard about the schools in Sheffield on lockdown?" So I was like, "No, what's happening?" And she sent me the link, and I'll put the link to this bio. I'll put the link in this description. A school in Sheffield had to go on like full knife alert lockdown because one of the students has gone on a stabbing spree. Remember yesterday's video when I said, guys, by the end of the week, nobody will remember this because the next thing has happened, because normalization will have happened and people won't remember it because things are happening so quick now. And this is just a prime example. What I want to know is, what have we done to our generation of children that, like, stabbing's a thing? Also, what is it that schools now, and thinking about it, I guess it's a good thing, but schools now, I guess, have lockdown procedures. I was listening because I'm local to that area. I was listening to one of the girls on the on the radio, and she was saying, on the radio, and she was saying that the teachers, once the alarm bell went, the teachers knew what to do. They locked the doors and they barricaded the doors with tables. Guys, it's terrifying that teachers are having to be taught this. I mean, obviously, it's good procedure, but the reality is now, schools are vulnerable places. The whole of the UK is a vulnerable place, and nobody's talking about it. And guys, I'm telling you, the UK is rife for a mass active shooter incident. These things with knives are happening literally on a daily basis now. And all it's going to take is some of these weapons that I believe has been smuggled in from Eastern Europe, to get on the streets, to get in the wrong hands. Potentially some of these guys who are being detained for deportation, some of these people who may be fanatical, some of these children at these schools who may have just been radicalized online, and who knows who they're talking to. Guys, we live in an absolute hotbed. And the more I think about it, the more you American guys are telling me about it, the more I'm thinking, are we actually living in the end of times? Guys, that's all I've got time for you today. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover specifically. And guys, we've got something really big coming up. Keep an eye on our other channel where we're going to be posting a lot more stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.